Hi guys, this is Namcraft once again. Welcome to the series of Starcraft English commentary. We're going to be continuing with the Laddernet series between Flash and random pro gamers on Battle.net ladders. It's going to be this time a player that you're kind of very familiar with. If you have seen him somewhere, possibly in my previous cast, and yeah, that's right. This is going to be one of the players in this photo. I'm going to let you guess who it is. It's definitely not the guy on the right side. That's me, Jim Raynor, but he's one of the other three players. Yeah, that's gonna be Paralyze, one of a very old player who never made it to any of the tournaments, sadly. You know, he might as well just retire from Starcraft, professional Starcraft that is, because he can still play these kind of Laddernet games, and he's gonna be featured on Namcraft channel. So yay! Protoss vs Terran is gonna be the name of the game. The map is gonna be Apocalypse. You can see it here. In terms of map stats for Terran players on this map, all-time stats, they enjoy a 48% win rate only. So Paralyze got something coming up for him. But of course, Flash is doing really well on Laddernet these days. He's maybe ranked like 8 today. I think Paralyze is something like in the 40s or 50s, so he's not that far behind. But like I mentioned to you, actually these rankings don't mean crap. They mean nothing, nada. So yeah, it's just gonna be up to the two players' forms, and Flash has been trying out a lot of builds these days. So he's not really playing optimal Starcraft. He's kind of just you know, testing out the limits of the various builds. Looks like we're gonna be having Paralyze coming out and doing a gas steal here. Very lucky for him that he scouted after Pylon and he was able to find his enemy right away. So already we're going to be having some nice exchanges on the map Apocalypse here. Once again, Flash is going to be located at 12 o'clock position. Okay, an idle probe from Motive. Not so sure if this is a glitch of the computer or something else, because in one of my games, if you've noticed, a long time ago, about a month ago, I actually broke Starcraft. While casting, maybe I was talking too much or too loud or something like that, because the replay just did not progress. It just stopped, and I just don't want to see the same thing happening again. But anyways, yeah, so let me just quickly show you again that picture of Paralyze. Do you know who he is? Right, because there's Best there, and just right next to me, Jim Raynor, and there's Rain on the far left. And yes, you guessed it right, Paralyze is gonna be the guy in the yellow t-shirt. You know, very meager, very small, very skinny, so that's him. Interesting. Anyway, it's going to be having possibly a fast expansion, no, but before that, we're going to be having a Zealot. The Zealot will be headed towards his enemies. So it looks like Flash might be trying for that crazy build, no expansion again. He's going to be making some Marine now. He's going to put the Marine in the bunker because he's waiting. He want to make sure he puts down an expansion first, and looks like okay, what is happening? Okay, there's gonna be an expansion. This probe will waste his life just to check for the presence of that expansion, and looks like Flash is pulling some of the Marines inside because he's kind of, you know, need to deal with this this damage. Zealot here, sorry, I kind of missed that because this Zealot was able to get a full mouth of information. The second Zealot is coming through. There is something inside the bunker, just a single Marine, and this SC could have blocked that choke, but he's not blocking. So we're going to be having attacks on two fronts here. Zealot from Paralyze will eventually die, so that's slightly unfortunate. This other Zealot is just going to hang out because he thinks that it's not going to be worth it anymore to actually go inside. Do we have a Dragoon? I think no. Like, he's very far from getting a Dragoons coming out. Anyways, what is going on around the world these days? Have you been paying attention? So the Olympics got the opening ceremony, I think like a few hours ago, right? So officially the game have started. We had that crazy Argentina versus Morocco game, football game that is, where, you know, the game, you know, had 60 minutes of added time. At the 15 minute of added time, Argentina scored a goal 2-2. There was just complete chaos in the stadium. You know, the Moroccan fans, and especially the French fan, were just throwing stuff on the field, and the you know, the referee need to actually call the game quits, and everyone had to leave the stadium, including all of the audiences, but the players had to wait in the lockers, in the locker rooms. And then when everyone kind of went home, an hour later they actually continued to play the match, and VAR interfered and cancelled over it overturned that decision of the goal, and the score is back to 2-1. So eventually Morocco won that game. That game was freaking ridiculous. That is even worse than the game between Mini and Barracks on Apocalypse. Incidentally, Anyways, what else is going around the world these days? Of course, we're going to be having a new presidential candidate from the Democratic Party, right? Madame, what is her name? I don't know, Harris or something like that. She's a lady fighting against Trump in the upcoming presidential elections. We're going to be having what else around the world these days? I think Facebook of Mark Zuckerberg released a new version of their AI chatbot. And it claims to be superior to both ChatGPT, Gemini, and even Claude. I have not tried that chat app, so if you've tried it, let me know. Something coming else on the news these days. DeepL, a German company who specializes in translation, boasts a new Chinese version. And it says, it claims that it is the best AI-based or AI-powered translation tool out there, beating the likes of Google Translate and Bing Translate, and even the ones made by WeChat and Chinese companies. And kind of not so new news. Kim Jong-un, the president and supreme leader of North Korea, released a new single praising himself, the father of the nation. It's very, very catchy. It's definitely a club banger. I definitely recommend you checking out this song. It's available on Spotify, YouTube Music, and all of the relevant channels, only for $99.99. No, just kidding, it's completely free. That's it. So let's talk about this game. Now it looks like Paralyze is going to be coming up with some Zealot and Reavers. This is prioritizing faster shuttle with the to the detriment of slower Dragoon range. And is Flash ready's got quadruple factories. Flash has been doing a lot of aggressive builds against Protoss players lately. Have you seen that game between Snow and Flash? You would know what I'm talking about before. He was just testing out the build that was just completely safe and turtleish and very, very boring to watch. But now he's been switching these kind of hyper-aggressive builds. He's going to be coming up with a lot of factories, tanks, Goliath, not upgrading anything. He's going to be going for engineering bay. We have a Dragoon that's going to get pushed back. Dragoon range, is it done? It's going to be, I think it's already done. That's already done. He's gonna scan the situation. He sees it, and he's got a Reaver coming out. A double gateway build here. So yeah, I feel like Paralyze is gonna get toasted very, very soon here. Flash is waiting for the bulk of his factories to actually become cozy, just to start to move out. We're going to be having a quick expansion coming up from Paralyze. I mean, this is a 2024 build, very, very standard stuff, just a quick third base. And I've mentioned to you in several of my casts, I feel like Protoss player play too safe sometimes. And these kind of builds will be very, very nice even before Reavers. Just go for observers. But of course, in some instances, it is gonna be a dooms drop. I mean, it's gonna be just a completely desperate situation for you if the Terran player go for something like 5-fact push, which is very similar to what Flash is doing now. He's gonna be going to his 5th factory now. At least the Reaver is gonna be able to contain Flash for some time, but not until that is not gonna be the case when the Goliaths start to amass a lot in numbers. It looks like Flash is playing slightly aggressively here. I don't understand the hesitation. I feel like he could have just actually pushed before these gateway become operational, and before his enemy got his new third base come out. But the game is gonna drag on for a little bit longer here, and yeah, I think it's gonna be the time to move out. Where is something landing? I heard some stuff. Okay, there is some observers getting sniped in the corner here. Armory. Science facility done. Starport is floating around. Yeah, we're going to be having double army. So Flash, he made his 5 factory, but he did not push out, so I don't really understand the rationale behind that. I feel like numerical advantage should be used. But anyway, these fast vultures gonna be able to do some sick damage against the third base. There's just a few pylon blocking. There's gotta be a Dragoon blocking here. He's gonna make something here, which is good. These vultures is gonna lay some mines, and pros will need to run away for their lives. Yeah, indeed, we're going to be having just a shuttle returning with a Reaver just to do some shot. Double Reaver, excuse me, which is nice. And these vultures are damaged, but not yet completely taken out. So he's gonna Paralyze is gonna try to come up here a little bit with his Reaver to take care of them. He's gonna land them right here. One Reaver is kind of damaging to pick them both up, and indeed he clears all of the vulture. Flash is kind of slow to kind of react to that situation. We are at the 9-minute and 30-second of the game. Flash has got 107 supply. Paralyze got 112. And looks like Flash is gonna get ready to take an expansion here. And Paralyze is gonna try to clear out these areas and go for his 4th base as well. Inside of Paralyze's base is gonna be going up with some cannons. Templar Archive. and CW. Let's take a look at upgrade situation. Flash is going for weapons 1 upgrade, armors 1 upgrade, and looks like Paralyze is going to be going for +1 weapons upgrade. No Zelle leg, or maybe Zelle leg is done. I don't know. We shall see. Shadow is still out here with double reavers, but not being used. And yeah, Flash, after that kind of very hard, factory production in the early stage of the game, he kind of played back, and he's gonna try to defend against any kind of incoming forces. We're gonna be having Vultures trying to run around to deny that 4th base. Okay, this is a weird pylon formation. I mean, what is this kind of less than sign in mathematics? What a beautiful sign that is. Paralyze is building. But is it gonna help him win against God? We shall see. We're gonna be having just small skirmishes around the various other areas of the map, but no big major details happening soon. And we're gonna be having some vultures getting pushed back by dragoons. So Paralyze is playing just 2024 Starcraft here. He's gonna try to contain his enemies. He's gonna try to go around, sweep the mines, make sure the Shadow and the Reavers don't engage too much. Where's the Shadow, by the way? It's kind of okay. There it is. It's gonna be going for this triple Shadow drop, and let's check the cargo. 4 Zealot, 2 Reaver, and 4 Zealot for a total of 8. Let's take a look at Flash's defenses. He's got some turrets, some Goliaths. He scanned and he saw something. He's gonna return home with the rest of his forces here. Where is that big push coming? It's gonna be coming in now. There's some tanks in position. This is a nice open area, not yet exploited, and some Zealots gonna land down. The Reaver is gonna take some shot. The tank has siege though. He needs to lay one more shot against the tank, and 1 tank has fallen. But these Shadows gonna have to hide in the back now. All of the Reavers are still alive. You can actually go here. Nice scan by Flash to take out the Shadow that has got the Reaver. So no more Reaver. That was kind of unfortunate here. This Shadow is gonna land here. No, there's nothing else to land. And it looks like Flash is getting ready to expand towards the 1 o'clock position. So probes to get saturated here. So I feel like Flash is very nice start and able to save him there. Very good scan that reveals his enemy's location, and now he's gonna push forward. He says, you know what? You lost your double Reaver. It's gonna be time for me to shine here. The tanks have +1 weapons upgrade. The Protoss army has got 0 upgrades so far. I think it's gonna be better for Paralyze to actually hold his high ground, but he's gonna try to engage slightly to wear down the Terran army before retreats to the high ground and wait for more reinforcement from the back. There's gonna be High Templars and Shadow and some Zealot bombing from the sky. Zealot need to get involved in this situation. Sea Tank is here. Zealot, are you having the freaking leg upgrade? No leg upgrade. Big attack, but losing carelessly. But he's got 1 storm off, but Zealot actually not in high enough number, and it feels like this is gonna be possibly one of the final battles because the tank number is still very high. There's easily 10 tanks in the group. These Dragoons gonna getting pushed back hard. And GG from our friend Paralyze. Thanks a lot for watching. Like the video, buy me a coffee. The link is gonna be in the video description. Have a good day. Bye bye.